Okay, we going through this today. This is a sketchbook I've had for 3 years, a little less than 3 years. Took me that long to fill. And I kind of call this my quarantine sketchbook because I started this in March of 2020 and I just finished it in January of this year. So this is her. Here is evidence of the times. Also, there's this weird stain on the first page. It's a little dirty. I carried it around for 3 years. Like, what do you expect? But this sketchbook has so much stuff in it for, like, my stories and everything. This is, like, my brainstorming sketchbook because I don't like to do concept art and, like, brainstorm stuff on, like, my digital art. I like to do it on paper. I don't know, it just feels more free. So a lot of this stuff is like brainstorming and concept art for my stories. So we're just gonna go through all that and I can kind of explain my brainstorming process in a way. Anyways, this is the first page of the sketchbook. I distinctly remember drawing this in school. This was my style. Also, sorry for that little speck right there. It's like in my camera. Don't look at it, okay? It's not there. Pretend it's not there. Anyways, around this time, I didn't have much of any stories really going, so this kind of stuff is just random things that came up in my brain. This is actually Cody Ko and Noel Miller from their from one of their music videos. Don't know why. It's just there. Oh my god, these are my characters for Project Glass. This was before I had any story concept for them. These were just two people that I had drawn before, and they both had white hair, and I'm like, what if they were related? So they're sisters. I made them sisters. And this is just like some basic info I brainstormed about these characters that I didn't know where I was going to use them. This was March, a few months before I actually thought up the story Project Glass, so I had characters ready, and I could just throw them into this story, and it was perfect. Oh, and then these are videos, actually. We got some buggies, we got some hands. I don't know why I painted it, because this is like sketch paper, so it's super thin. So I don't know why I painted it, but this is not the last time I used color in this sketchbook. It's bad. Anyways, some more random stuff. More random stuff. Also, like, I did not really seal the pencil with anything, so, like, there's a lot of smudging where I have, like, heavier drawings like this, but whatever. Oh my god. Here are my concepts for Project What's first book cover. I went with this one, obviously. Let's go get the book. So, you can see the similarities almost with it. Like, this was like my basic idea, and then once I get on my iPad I was able to add like more details in the dragon and everything, so it's a little more windy and fun, but you can see the similarities. Yeah. And then I have a lot of these kinds of pages where they have another page on them, because this is when I started protecting the pencil from smudging onto the other pages. I don't do this for every page, just for the ones I really like, so there is still some smudging, but it's always a fun little reveal to see what's in these. Oh my god! It's more Project What stuff. It's my girl. It's my girl after after Act 3. We don't gotta talk about that. Also the main character of Project What throughout the acts, basically. This is the beginning of Act 1, this is around the midpoint of Act 2, and then this is the climax of Act 3. Yay! And then this is my annual 420 post that I that I do on Instagram. This was the quarantined one, so it has a mask. Oh my god. This is where I was trying to figure out the font for Project Glass's cover. I was gonna call it Wickerville for some reason. I don't know why, but I ended up on Wishbone, and that's the font that's on the covers right now on my iPad. So this was just like trying to figure out how I wanted the title to look, and I did so many with Wickerville, and I'm like, what if I just called it Wishbone? And then now this is yes, this is the title now. I did so many with this one word, and I'm like, you know what, this one, and it worked on the first try, so it worked out, but so many attempts, and I just completely switched it up. Don't know why. This is a school assignment. We had to make a still life out of everyday objects, and that's what I did. It's a book, and a tech deck, and a Reese's, and a toy monster truck, and this pizza thing I got from Peter Piper Pizzas, and a wind-up chicken toy. and I turned this in. I turned this in for a grade. Here's some more random stuff. I do quite like this drawing still. I think it's very fun. I don't know what this is. Do not know what this is, but you can see that, like, I just have a lot of rough concept-y things coming up in here. They're just there. They're just there. Oh my god. The main character of Project What, again, she doesn't have bangs, but I wanted to do the face because it really reminded me of hers, like how I see her face, and I got this reference off of Pinterest, and I'm like, let's just do the hair like it is in the picture. But yeah, that's what that was supposed to be. Main character of Project What. And then this is the dorm rooms of Project What, of the school that they go to. This is actually a video as well, where I draw this digitally and put my characters in it, but that is the room. Wow. Anyways, here is some more random people. This thing that I think I drew at school. And then me. This was my profile picture for such a long time. Didn't draw glasses on myself because I was scared I would mess up the drawing, but that was my profile picture before I cut my hair too. But cute. Oh my god. Now we are truly in the concept work. This over here, and these are all things, creatures that I wanted to be in my fantasy world. This one is supposed to be a spirit. I think this one's supposed to be a spirit as well. There's a lot of spirits in my fantasy world that, like, run everything. So I wanted to figure some of them out. Oh my god. And now we are brainstorming Project Star. This was before I even had the characters. This was going to be the female main character of Project Star before I completely switched her up. And then these are concept arts for the spaceship that they live on. This is what I went with, right? And this is sort of what it looks like. It's not that spread out, but it looks like that little target. And I kept that idea. Did not keep this at all. Don't even look at that. But this is what the spaceship they live on looks like even today. And then here we go. These are the characters with Project Star. This is Elijah. I have a way better drawing of him than this because I didn't even give him eyes. This is the suit he wears in the first scene, along with this and this. But I needed it for the first scene, so I drew it out. And then this is the female main character of Project Star. Her name's Anastasia. I love her. This is her outfit for, like, most of the book. Also, she didn't get eyes. I guess I wasn't in an eye mood, except for that one, and I don't even really like that eye. I really don't. This was really when I started getting into this story, because if I am correct, this was over summer of 2020, which is when I started this story. Yee! Here is some more stuff for my fantasy. This is like a sky spirit. She's, like, in the clouds. Clouds, question mark. And then these are my two main characters for my first NaNoWriMo story, Project End. If any of you guys were here with that, that is them. I love them. I still love them, and I want to get back to that story. But those are them from my NaNoWriMo story. Weird. And then this is this is a building in Project What that becomes pretty prominent halfway through the story when the characters get to know it more. But it's a really confusing building because, like, it had an original base and then they just kept building stuff onto it, and I'm like, okay, how does that look? So I did this. This is the first floor. This is where they enter. This is, like, the main area. This is, like, the dining area, kitchen, living room, and then it comes into here where, like, all this, like, working stuff is, and I still use this to this day. Like, this is what it looks like in my head now, but I needed to draw it out to figure out what it looked like, or else I would be so lost. And then these are just little guys. We got a little mouse thing that I didn't really like, and then a ferret that I did like. It's a cute little guy. I love him. And then some more Project Star brainstorming. This is the main enemy of the book and of the series. Not this one specifically, but this is, like, the average of what this, like, alien species looks like. That is the body, and then this is kind of like the clothes I wanted them to wear. And then this, I don't really like this. I don't know what this is. I think this was a concept for a painting I wanted to do, but kind of sucks when you look at the super rough sketch from the sketchbook. Here is another random drawing I got off of Pinterest that I wanted to do. I think I got new pencils and I was like, I want to try that with the pencils. So that's what happened here. Oh, more color. These are Crayola crayons. I love shading with Crayola crayons. It's just, they're very nice. They're very nice and waxy, and they and they break off really nice. So you just blend them. And then this is more, I think it's like watercolor markers or something. But I just wanted to test it out. It was a new medium. Might as well do a little drawing with it. Okay, and we are back with more random stuff. You will find that I'm very fond of just drawing a pair of eyes in the middle of nowhere. Also shoes. I love drawing this kind of like chunky shoe. They're everywhere. But these two actually ended up being characters in a project I literally haven't touched in so long. I don't even know if I've mentioned it on this channel before. It's called Project Luna. It's like a superhero-ish story, like an anti-hero story, I would say. And these two end up being like characters in there. I think they're somewhere near here. We'll get back to that eventually, but do not know what this is. I think red pen was the only thing I had to draw with, so I was like, I better make the most of it, right? This is a mode of transportation in my fantasy story. It only comes up in book 2, really, because that's the only way to get to the location they're at. I really like this drawing still. I think it's so fun. I think it's so detailed and cute. I love it. I love it. Anyways. Okay. These are like random blob drawings to boost creativity and whatnot, I think. I don't know where I probably saw it on YouTube or something, but you just draw random blobs and then fill them in. I like this one. I like this one, and this one the most. This one's also kind of fun. I like the nose, but some of them I didn't even do because I ran out of ideas, but I like the ones that I did. I think these are fun. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Here are the characters for that Project Luna anti-hero story that I was doing. This is Luna. That's Luna. These are her friends, or actually this is her brother. This is their friend, and then this is like the antag for quite a bit, and her name is like Sadie or something. These are the 4 characters we see like mainly in the story, and we gotta protect them. We gotta protect them, make sure they stay safe. And then there's Elijah again for Project Star, and this was a rough sketch I did of a painting that I did for my dad for his birthday. More concept art. This is not concept art, nor is that concept art. Don't even know what's happening there. Ew. These are the 3 main characters of Project What, roughly speaking. This is very much just like a super rough sketch that I did at school. And then over here, we have concept stuff for a scene in Project Star. It's like a ceremony, banquet, celebration thing that my main characters are a part of. So she has to kind of conform to the styles of the alien planet and what they value. So this is kind of what she had to wear for this ceremony thing. Yeah, I don't know if I keep this or not. I don't think I do. I think I changed it, but this was the initial idea of that outfit. And then right here, we have more concept things for my fantasy. I think this is actually also a video. There are more creatures that I created with like a random generator, and now they're here. Oh my god, I actually plotted out the rest of Act 2 of Project What. There's my main character again, just cuz, but I think I was in school and I didn't know where else to put it where I would remember it, so I just I just plotted it out in here, and then here are some random drawings that I did from Pinterest. I do still like this page very much. I think it's nice and clean. And it didn't smudge. It didn't smudge bad at all, except for where her hair was. But there's no drawings there, so we don't gotta worry about that. Okay, now we genuinely do have just like random random drawings here. This has nothing to do with anything, except that I wanted to use markers. And then here is this storyboard thing that I did. I got really inspired by this one song to make a sort of like AMV of my own characters. And this was the concept I had. This is where I started. I think I got to the first chorus, and that was it. But I still love this. I still love this, and I wish I had the time to do it. But alas, she will just have to live here in memory. Oh, here's some more Project Star concepts. Some aliens. Oh my god, here's the main character of Project What. Once again, I literally love her. And this is another character in the book, kind of. I cannot get what he looks like right, but this is the closest I have ever been able to get to him. It's kind of sad, but it's fine. Oh my god! Ah! This is a character from book 2 of my fantasy series. I love her. She's so cool. More random drawings. Also, I didn't put anything over here. Don't know what happened there. Also, the return of the eyes. Fun. Oh, I love this. I love this spread right here. This one is so fun. Sometimes I just needed something loose to draw. I wanted to draw, but I didn't want it to matter. So I did some really loose drawings back to back. Like, I did these a few days apart, but I still had that, like, itch to draw something just loose and fun. So I did both of these over this, like, a few days apart, but I love them. I love them. Also the eyes. Don't worry about the eyes. I was like, I want to draw something loose and chaotic and weird, and that's what happened. This is what happened. Ooh, more concept stuff. This isn't concept stuff. This is just, I wanted to try my brush pen. But this is concept stuff. This is the castle, kind of, that they visit in Project Star. And then this is the royal family that they visit, plus my own main character. I just wanted to show the height difference. So, you know, for when I'm writing and whatnot. And then here is more Project Star concept art. These are for my tarot cards. That's another video as well, but it's not done. But I was trying to, like, get a rough sketch of what I wanted the tarot cards to look like. This one up top stayed relatively the same. This one did not, which I changed, and this one not at all. But that was for the tarot cards, and then here I tried to draw my two Project Star characters again. I really hate this drawing. We don't gotta look at it any longer. Goodbye. And then we have more random drawings. Yay, it's just stuff. I wanted to draw, so I did draw. More eyes, and hands this time, well. And then this was for a long forgotten project, with my writer friends. The Mega Project. That was for that. This was like a character concept for one of my characters for that project. Rest in peace. More color. Once again, I just wanted to use markers. Also, this, love her. Sun. Sun. Ew, I hate this page. We're gonna skip that one. Eyes. That I did with oil pastels. Because I felt like doing stuff with oil pastels. This is, once again, for Project Star. This is the spacesuit concept I came up with for my main characters and for everyone on the ship that they live on, basically. Whoever does, like, off-ship missions. This was the first idea. I didn't like how stiff I had drawn it, but I liked where I was going. Then right over here, I have a way better version of it. Wow. And that is the spacesuit that they wear. So, boom. Done. Done and done. This is a drawing that I actually did on one of my chemistry assignments during school last year, and I really liked it, so I was like, I'm gonna redraw it, because it was on a test. It was on the back of a test, and I was I can't take the test home, so I just redrew it. I just redrew it in my sketchbook. It's fun. I like how I did the fabric. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. These are the characters of Project What, once again. I love them. I love them so much. This is just a random page, though. I just need to fill it. I just need to fill it. I quite like this drawing. This right here. I want to use this as a character someday, but I don't know in what. Don't know where, or when, or how, but he's in my brain. He's in my brain constantly. Anyways, we've got some more random drawings. This is when my traditional drawing really slumped. This was, like, late last year. I really did not touch my sketchbook at all, and I just kind of drew sporadically. This is a tattoo concept I have. It's just a little clown. I had so many different ideas for it, and I ended up on something similar to this. I still want to get that tattoo, but who knows if it'll happen. And then these are the two, well, this is the main character of my fantasy series, and this is the secondary main character. she's like there the entire time, but we never, like, see her perspective, if that makes sense. But those are them. Ah! Anyways, we continue with more random drawings. Once again, this was my slump. Actually, with this drawing, I was kind of getting back into drawing traditionally. Like, this is pretty recent. I would say this was, like, early December of last year. And then this is where I actually started getting back into traditional drawing. This was right after finals. You might have seen it on my Instagram, either my main Instagram, like, story, or on my art Instagram, which, link in description if you ever want to go follow. But this was my marker testing page and for this drawing. But I always draw the best after my finals are over. Every time. I think it's just, like, a release of energy that I didn't have for finals, and it's like, we could finally put it into something. But late December of last year, And then here's some more stuff. I was so close, like we're so close to the end of the sketchbook right now, that I just wanted to fill it up and be done. So we have a bunch of eyes. I do quite like these eyes. I think they're fun. And I like the colors. And then I did like just random sketches. I started with the hand and I'm like, hey, I went to my siblings and I was like, hey, what should I draw? So we got a phone, we got a loaf of bread, we got a package, we got a bike, and then my brother said he didn't know what to draw, so I just filled the space with the fact that he didn't know what I should draw. Then we got some random heads that I did. I don't know. And then this, I don't know what to call it. That's her. That's my drawing. Yeah. Yeah. Here's some more random stuff. Just literally just trying to fill the rest of the sketchbook and get it done. And get it done, because I wanted to be done. I was so close. It's been 3 years, like, wrap it up. Lizard. Kirby. An attempt at Kirby. A band-aid. A chubby cat. A pot sticker. And then this person. And then this. This is one of my main characters for Project What? This is concept art for book 2, actually. It's a drawing that I started just because I wanted to draw a gas mask. And then I was like, what if this was my main character of Project What? And because his whole thing is like, he gets really into studying these mutations that these plants have developed due to radiation on Earth. And this is one of the flowers that he encounters. I started the drawing just because I wanted to draw a gas mask, and I ended up world building for Project What, because that story never leaves my brain, apparently. Anyways, this was just a filler drawing as well. Just wanted it to get done. Just fill the page. And then this is my main character of Project What, once more. I wanted to do a grayscale study, so I drew her. Why not? More random stuff over here. This is actually concept art I wanted to do for another sci-fi project that I had in mind. Never got off the ground. It's just character art. And then I hated this page. I hated this page with a passion, so I covered it in stickers. Anyways, okay, we are nearing the end now. This is like the second to last page almost, but this is a video in itself. It's a real-time sketch with me. I wanted to just do some outfits, so that's what happened. And then here is the final spread. This is just a little snapshot, I guess, of the world that Project What takes place in. This is where my main character lives. She lives in this building. This is like the arch. That's what they call this, because there's more buildings in it that like create the rest of the arch. But I wanted to show her building, and that was kind of it. I actually made the buildings a lot more detailed than I thought I would. I think that's what I want to go with this story, because they're seen as like these blank concrete buildings that are like super boring and like stale, but they've been on this island for like basically 100 years, so I would think they would have a little bit more personality than just being blank concrete rectangles. So I added a little bit of details on each of these buildings to make them look a little more unique instead of like the same skyscraper over and over, you know. And then this is the final page of this sketchbook. As you can see, I finished it January 24th of this year. I just put a bunch of stickers around. It was reason to celebrate, you know what I mean? There it is. That is the end. That is the end of the sketchbook. Anyways, there is so much concept art in here. I didn't even realize how much of this is attached to my stories and everything, but it really is. It really is just connected with my stories almost in its entirety. But that is it. That is it for this sketchbook. 3 years in the making. We are done. I can finally put this one to the side, and we are moving on to a new one. I have some fun video ideas planned for this sketchbook. It's gonna be like a year-long thing, so hopefully I'll be able to finish the sketchbook this year with that project, but you guys will just have to wait and see what happens with this one. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me ramble about my sketchbook. Kind of just talking about my stories, so who knows if that was really entertaining or not. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.